The white American English are terrified. Their sensory are so conditioned, and they are in such a disarray in the defense of their created an illusion identity of being white American English, to the point that Mitch McConnell, the senator from Kentucky, the minority leader of the United States of America Congress, actually cracked up in front of everyone, and to my surprise, he did not correct it. He just go on like what he was saying was correct. That is how insane these people are. Let me tell you what happened. They have this fight about the states, the white American English in several states, fighting back to maintain their power, and they are passing rules and regulation to prevent the majority of the United States of America nationals to exercise their right to vote. They've been doing this since before Reconstruction. As a matter of fact, the women's were able to vote in the 1920s. So it's nothing new in the United States of America, but right now people are fighting back. So the federal government, or many people in the federal government, they are trying to regulate the states, and the Republicans have none of it. Well, some Democrats the same way. You know, the white American English, they do not want the majority to exercise the right to vote, because the majority are not conditioned white American English. So to get to the point, Mitch McConnell was asked the question, hey, let me ask you, Mr. Mitch McConnell, why are you preventing this bill to pass? And his response was, well, the white American, the African Americans, the Negros, the blacks, the browns, the Hispanicals, the Latinxes, and all these people right now, they are voting more than ever. But the American people, you know, so he just divided and showed the world that he see himself as an American people. If you are a white American English, you are an American. If you are not, buy or drink that Kool-Aid, you are something else. You are black, you are African, you are Latinx, you Haitian, and all that. But in his mind, he is an American, but nobody else is. He is not a color, because white is not a color. Everybody's a color. Negro is a color. Yes, negro is a color. Blanco is a color. But no, Mitch McConnell. And it's kind of sad, because the man is married to a lady. They have different biology or different line of biology that he does. So I mean, I don't understand how these people think, you know, like Mitch McConnell, how a human can become so conditioned, so idiotic, living in this alternative reality, that in front of everybody show that he is completely conditioned and completely erroneous. And no one corrected him right at that time. Nobody told him, Mitch McConnell, we are no Americans. Mitch McConnell, we are no colors. Mitch McConnell, the people that you are calling Africans, they are United States of America nationals. They are not something else. No one corrected him. And that is my concern. Yeah. My concern is that all these repeaters are completely conditioned to think the same way. Only if you are a white American English, you can call yourself an American and you are a patriot. Everybody else is not. The reality is they have become the minority. And that is something so wonderful, that the people of the United States of America are shading off all this color coding. They are shading off all these crazy identities. They are shading off all this acceptance of letters as identities. They are shading off all these primitive ways and advancing civilization. And maybe the United States of America will make a difference someday, and we can include in this beautiful union that is called the United States of America the entire states of the American continent, and maybe the entire states of the planet. So let's hope for something like that. Let's hope for the unity of humanity. No longer color coding, no longer destruction of people's identity, no longer destruction of communities, no longer destructions of ethnic groups, no longer destructions of biology, no longer destructions of ourselves, who we are, no longer destructions in our planet Earth, where we no longer have to go and hunt elephants or hunt sharks because we believe there is an aphrodisiac, or we believe that it will serve an alternative purpose. So, to Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, you are not an American. You are not white. You are a primitive man. And you can prove me erroneous if you like, Mitch McConnell. Saludos.